everybody, Jason here of GhostbustersNews.com, and as always, Ghostbusters News right here on YouTube, and Christmas is like right around the corner, so I thought there's no better time to take a look back at one of my all-time favorite Real Ghostbusters episodes, Xmas Marks the Spot. And before we dive into that episode, as always, if there's an episode of Real Ghostbusters or Extreme Ghostbusters or heck, even Filmation's Ghostbusters you'd like me to go back and take a look at there, I definitely do take requests via the Ghostbusters News Patreon page. A link to the Patreon page can be found right down below in the description. Now that I've got all that out of the way, let's go ahead and dive into this classic Real Ghostbusters episode. Once again, Xmas Marks the Spot.
We now return to the Real Ghostbusters.
The episode begins with the Ghostbusters coming back from a job in upstate New York, and wait a minute.
I still say it wasn't my fault. I told her to keep the cat out of my way. I mean, it's not like the fur won't grow back or anything.
Well now, that's horrific. Also, it sounds like Peter has a bit too much in common with Bill Murray's character in Scrooged.
Doesn't bother me. Christmas is just another day.
A dreaded fork in the road appears, and of course the Busters seem to go in the wrong direction.
Come on, girl. Just a little further. You can do it. Come on.
From there, the Ecto-1 winds up stalling or running out of gas or something. So the Ghostbusters grab their packs and begin walking in the snow. We also get a little bit of insight as to why Peter doesn't really like Christmas.
His father was always away at Christmas. That affects you after a while.
My back hurts, my legs ache. I'm only 4.
The Ghostbusters continue walking to only get caught up in what looks like a snowstorm that transports them to Victoria, England. More importantly, they've been transported into Charles Dickens' classic, A Christmas Carol.
Is it ready? Ah, here now, Bob Cratchit. Have I ever let you down before?
I mean, just look at the size of that bird. Yes, I say you have let him down before. The Ghostbusters come across a ghostly haunting, which leads them to...
Get away from me, spirits! Leave me be!
So yeah, the Ghostbusters are going to bust the ghosts of Christmas past, present, and future.
Release us, or you and all Christmases to come will pay the price!
Yeah, we've heard it before.
The 3 holiday spirits get zapped, capped, and trapped, only to have Scrooge act like this.
Money? You charge money for this service? Why, this is an outrage!
Because, you know, he's Scrooge, so he has to be a Scrooge, right?
Okay, Egon, let him loose.
No, wait!
Can I just say that this has always seemed like an underhanded tactic by the Ghostbusters to get paid? Now, to drive home the fact that the Ghostbusters have indeed time traveled, for payment, Ebenezer hands over just 1 coin. More importantly, an 1837 mint condition coin that looks like it was made just yesterday. Because, you know, it likely was. Once again, we're talking time travel here. The Ghostbusters find their way back to the Ecto-1, and wouldn't you know it, it starts up without any difficulty.
Well, alright!
Meanwhile, Egon's he's having some worries.
Just keep thinking there's something very familiar about what happened. As if it's all happened before. Oh well.
Upon returning to the firehouse, things seem, well, a bit different.
A tree for Christmas? Bah! Nah! Nah!
I love how they always decorate Fifth Avenue.
A Christmas Humbug by Ebenezer Scrooge.
But that's the guy we helped.
The Ghostbusters are now beginning to realize what they've done. And it seems like a pretty simple fix, right? Or is it?
We went back in time, and by changing the past, we changed the present.
No problem. We took the ghosts. All we have to do is put them back, right?
But Egon's about to dump those ghosts in the containment unit. Egon, no, wait!
Those 3 ghosts, Egon, are they...
Of course. I just finished now.
Knowing how screwed they are, Ray mutters this video's title.
What did we do?
We just killed Christmas, Egon. Christmas is gone. Forever.
Bah humbug! Bah humbug! Bah humbug you! Oh, bah humbug you! Hey, pinhead, bah humbug! Bah humbug! Okay, I'll give you Christmas
I swear, that's the best sequence in this entire episode. Now, knowing what they have to do, the Ghostbusters split up, with Ray, Peter, and Winston hoping that snowstorm time rift thing is, still out there somewhere, allowing them to go back in time, and Egon needing to enter the containment unit to find the ghosts of Christmas past, present, and future.
I'll need your help.
All right, Egon. Just as long as you know I'm doing it for you and not this
Christmas.
Bah humbug!
Christmas.
Humbug!
Fascinating.
Okay, I take it back. That may be the best sequence of this episode. Now, of course, Ray, Peter, and Winston, they find the rift, and they make their way back to Scrooge, but without ghosts, the Ghostbusters are going to have to assume the roles of the ghost of Christmas past, present, and future. And Peter's the first one up, and he somehow easily convinces Scrooge.
If you're really the ghost of Christmas past, where's your aura? Your glow?
Oh, yeah, right. Let's see, where's the switch for the magnesium flares? Oh, yeah. You want auras? You get auras.
I mean, we always knew Scrooge was kind of a butthole. Nobody ever said he was smart. Meanwhile, back at the headquarters, Egon makes his way into the containment unit. And in the most 80s thing ever, Peter is actually using a Viewmaster to convince Scrooge that he's flying.
Now hang on. We're gonna fly even higher this time.
As Egon makes his way through the containment grid, we do see a quick Sandman cameo. Oh, also a Sam Hain cameo. And as Peter talks to Scrooge, he winds up having a bit of a Christmas miracle epiphany.
Lots of us had Christmases that weren't the best, but if you give up, you just end up denying yourself what you're so mad about never having had before. I think maybe that's a lesson we could all stand to learn.
Winston assumes the role of the ghost of Christmas present, swinging around from something?
No, Spirit!
And back inside the containment grid here, Egon finds the ghosts of Christmas past, present, and future. All the while, we see countless more ghosts from past Real Ghostbusters episodes.
No time to talk. Please, inside. It's faster.
With Ray busy portraying the role of the ghost of Christmas future, and totally bombing at it, I mean bombing really, really hard, Egon makes a save bringing in the actual ghosts. Then in turn, saving Christmas.
The first will come at 1, the second at 2, the third will come whenever. Now, Ebenezer Scrooge, farewell!
Oh, and of course, Peter is now a changed man.
I think you'll learn his lesson, as I assume you too have learned yours. That is, of course, why you are here.
Believe me, I have.
The Ghostbusters get transported back to the firehouse.
How did we... I mean, we were just at Scrooge's place.
And wait, is Peter making a toast with water?
Here, here.
And then the episode ends with Winston making all 80s children question the existence of Santa Claus.
Makes you wonder what else might be real.
On Dancer! On Prancer! On Donner! On Blitzen!
Nah, couldn't be. Then again, why not?
Merry Christmas to all!
And to all, a good night.
And that does it for a look today back at the classic Real Ghostbusters episode, Xmas Marks the Spot. As I mentioned at the top of the video, if there is a classic episode of Real Ghostbusters or Extreme Ghostbusters you'd like me to take a look at there, be sure to sign up to the Ghostbusters News Patreon page and submit your request. Link to the Patreon page can be found right down below in the description. In closing, as always, be sure to subscribe to Ghostbusters News right here on YouTube. Bust that bell notification icon to stay up to date with everything that's happening within the Ghostbusters world. If you'd like to help out Ghostbusters News, once again, we do have a Patreon page. Link to that can be found right down below in the description. And I will see everybody right back here next time. Ghostbusters News right here on YouTube.
Thank you.